Hi guys, welcome back. Today's session is called stretch and release. So I'm gonna need you to go and grab either a hand towel, a scarf, something basically that's gonna be big enough to wrap around your body for the purpose of teaching you something later. And also grab a dining room chair for me, something sturdy. You will need a cushion for the top of it, so you can either grab a cushion from your sofa or that to put on to protect your feet later on, but it's also going to need to come off as well for another exercise so that you don't slip off. So grab those few bits and bobs and then come and have a wee sit down. You can either sit up on your chair either if you're not comfortable sitting in this position. So today, stretch and release. Today is going to be more of slower, low-paced stretching session. You'll have heard me mention in one or two of my videos before about breathing. Now, there are 5 key elements to Pilates. The first one is breathing. It's something that's quite hard to teach. It's something that's quite hard to get, but we'll do a wee something right now with whatever it is that you have grabbed, just so you can have an idea of what we're looking for when we're talking about deep breathing. When we're doing stretching exercises, that's when we're taking ourselves into poses and holding those there for a good 20 to 30 seconds in order to cause physiological changes, in order to make muscles that wee bit more flexible. And also right now, it's super important to be practicing relaxation techniques as well. So stretching and your deep breathing is very important for that, for de-stressing and for relaxation. But while you're holding those poses and putting yourself at the end range of muscle length, anytime we're stretching, anytime in any of these people come down to touch their toes, when you're exposing yourself to that full stretch, it can feel awful sometimes. You want to hold your breath, you want to tense up, and that completely goes against what stretching is. So the power of the breath, the power of deep breathing is very important for allowing you to gently ease yourself to that next level of flexibility, so that throughout your entire life you can maintain high levels of flexibility. Do you know what I mean? Like, getting older isn't about becoming stiffer. It's just that we listen to our bodies more, I think, a bit when we get older, and when we hit an end range and we feel that muscle lighten up with a stretch, we tend to just go, oh no, I can't go there. And then we lose length upon length upon length upon length as time goes on, and then we become stiffer. But deep breathing will help you gently push yourself through that. So like I say, if you have a seat, you can either have a seat up on your chair. Make sure you're far forward from it though, so that your back's not on the chair. Or you can have a seat down here with me. You can either be sat with your legs propped up or sat propped up on a couple of cushions. And take whatever it is that you have. So I've got a nice long scarf, okay? And what we're going to do with that is I want you to pop whatever it is that you have, your scarf, your towel, or that, around the back, just about where the level of, say for your ladies, like where your bra strap would be, that mid part of your back at the very bottom of where your shoulder blades end is the level of where the scarf's going to go round, and we're just going to hold it in each hand. So I'm pulling it quite tight that I can really, really feel it pressing into my back. And I'm going to cross it over at the front and give it a wee pull. So it'll feel like someone's pulling you into a corset. Now, as you have that pressure on, so you'll see I'm not making any contact with the scarf at the front of my ribs here, right? It's just the sides and the back. Now, when teaching breathing in Pilates, because we do so many abdominal exercises where I'm really getting you guys to tighten down at the core, you can imagine if I'm putting a contraction on here and tightening down at my core, it's going to be very hard for me to breathe this way. And this kind of breathing with the chest is a type of breathing, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's a breath we try to discourage because, well, that's called apical breathing. That shallow breath can lead to things like, difficulties breathing, panic attacks. It increases stress, it increases the tension in the muscles of your shoulders and your upper ribs up here. So, we hold a lot of tension up here, and that can be because our breathing pattern isn't maybe the most favourable. So if you have your scarf, your towel held quite tightly, make sure it's making maximum contact with the side and the back of your ribs. Give it a wee pull. just start breathing. Normal breaths, just your own breathing pattern, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now bring awareness to that tightness of your scarf. And you're wanting to, as you're taking that big breath in, push outwards and backwards as you breathe. And keep here, the front of the chest and the front of the ribs, steady. So it's almost tightening the top of your tummy muscles here. And then when you breathe in, you'll be feeling your breath going outwards and backwards. And the tighter you hold that scarf, the more you'll feel that. I'm sure a few more breaths. Keeping the shoulders drawn down. That 30% tightness of the ribs. Again, we're doing that connection between the ribs and the pelvis, like we're always talking about when we do our standing posture. You'll see now how this all links up. It all clicks together. Breath in, pushing outwards and backwards into your scarf. And how full is your breath? Can you take a good big deep breath? So if you are even suffering with a chesty cough or that at the minute, the power of the deep breath is brilliant as well, because the deeper you take a breath in, more air can get down in underneath secretions in your chest too. So it's brilliant to be practicing this if you are feeling a little bit chesty. Beat the coronavirus. Good. Now very gently. So now that you've practiced that, and you can practice that as much as you want just to see where your breath is, or if ever, like I say, you're feeling stressed or anxious on a day, that's a really, really good exercise to just help calm down. And you can do it anywhere. Sitting over the edge of your bed, sitting on a chair. Gently take yourself onto your mat for me. We're going to practice that breathing the same way. Now you're going to feel how it's different. When you're lying down on your back, get yourself into Pilates rest position. Shoulders squeezed back. Feet bent up. And just breathe nice and naturally again. Take 5 big deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing. And as you're breathing, have a little think about what your ribs are doing. Are you breathing more with your belly? Are you breathing and moving more through your shoulders? Are your ribs lifting and arching up? If they are, imagine that scarf's back around you again. You tighten down at the top of the ribs at the tummy. And now I want you to take big deep breaths into the mat. So you're filling up your ribs the same way, outwards and backwards, so that you really feel the backs of your ribs pressing hard into your mat as you breathe in. And the breath out is just a maximal relaxation of everything. It's a passive elastic recoil effect. So when you breathe out, it's just about switching everything off, letting all that air escape from you. A few more breaths, pushing into the mat, switching on those tummy muscles as you breathe. Good. Last breath. Concentration. And breath out. Now if anybody's totally not getting that, don't worry. I totally get that. I remember being first taught it myself and I was just like, what is she talking about, this woman? I don't get this at all. But you will in time, and like I say, these are more things that are better taught in person as well. So when you do start taking up Pilates classes in person again, it's much better to show this with, you know, with someone putting their hands on you and giving you the feedback. So just trying to layer in these wee things so that you're not forgetting them at home, but please don't penalize yourself if you're just not getting it at all. Just breathe deep. Make sure you're not holding your breath, basically, as we're doing all of our exercises today. All right, let's come and have a stand. Like I said, today's going to be a little bit slower pace, just all about getting stretched off. Come into standing for me. Feet hip distance apart. Spread your weight nice and evenly. Warm your toes up for me. Give your toes a little bit of a wriggle. All right, bend your knees. Shift your weight forward. Straighten your knees. Pull your weight back. Shift off to the right, off to the left, one more time each side, off to the right, and off to the left. Come round in circles, transferring weight. Change direction. Feeling your weight all the way down through your toes, every small muscle of the feet today. Give your toes another nice little wriggle. Lifting up, curling them forward to grab the floor, lifting them up away from the floor, fanning them up, curling them down, gripping the floor, pulling the arches up and away, and spread your weight nice and evenly. Thinking of the pelvis next, grounded at the bottom, ribs heavy on top, allowing that outward and backward breathing as we breathe from here. So pop one hand just at the bottom of where your belly button is, one hand on your ribs, take a breath in, and imagine that that scarf's there. So we're keeping steady here, breathing outwards and backwards. Last breath, breathe in and breath out. So you'll see no lifting of the shoulders as you're going. Set the shoulders back and down, neck up nice and tall. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale, rotate the palms away from each other. Let's make big backward circles, squeezing the arms together until your arms are right the way out behind you, palms facing each other. Inhale here. Exhale to come back down by the side. Off we go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to rotate the hands. Backward circle. Inhale to lift. Your breath is in time with the movement. Keeping the ribs down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, rotate and circle. Inhale to lift. Exhale, rotate and circle. Last one, inhale to lift. Exhale, rotate and circle. Hands by your side. We're going to roll the right shoulder. Bend the knees and side bend. Inhale here. Exhale to come back tall. Now onto the left. Circle, bend the knees and side bend. As far as you can reach. Inhale here. Exhale, come back center. Rotate, knee bend and side bend. Inhale. Exhale to come up tall. Inhale. Your exhale bends the knees, side bends the body. Next we're going to add in the opposite arm. Inhale up here. Exhale, side flex down to the right. Lift the left arm up overhead. Get that extra side bend and stretch. And let's hold here for 5. Breathing deep when you're down here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Breath out. Circle the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Knees bend, side bend. Lift the right arm up overhead. Lovely. And let's just be here. 5 seconds. Breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Takes us up nice and central. Gonna bring your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Feet turned out at 10 to 2. Arms out by your side. Inhale. On your exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee and lunge out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, shoot right the way through. On to the left side. When you're down there, take your breath in. Breath out. Shoot right the way through. Keep the shoulders stacked up tall. And when you're here, take your right ear down onto your right shoulder for a nice stretch up the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Neck comes center. You're coming right through to the left hand side. Bring the left ear onto the left shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Straight on to the other side. A big reach. Fingertips spread long. Bring the ear onto the shoulder on that side. Inhale. Exhale. Last time on this side. Really reach and lunge right the way through. And bring your ear onto your shoulder. Great big stretch up the side of the neck. Inhale. And your exhale. Back back center. Beautiful. Come into a squat position for me. You can keep your hands where we are. Up and down. Squats. Inhale and exhale to stand. Inhale. Exhale. How far down can you come? Go slow. Today's all about stretch and release. So everything's done slow with purpose so that we can explore where that end range of movement is per joint and give it that extra little gentle bit of a push to try to increase its flexibility so we can maintain flexibility in the long run. Are your arms starting to feel heavy yet? Inhale. Exhale. How far can you get down? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up here. Set those shoulder blades back. Exhale, sit down deep for me, just as far as you can go before you feel like you're going to lose any of your balance. Inhale. Exhale. Stand tall. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, nice and deep. Bring your hands onto your thighs for me. Rest your right arm on your right leg. Reach back with your left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Stand up tall. And we're going to do the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Down into your squat. Arms come down onto the thighs. Leaning down through the left arm. Reach back with the right. Inhale. Exhale. Back center. And standing up tall for me. Absolutely wonderful. Gonna go in for a couple of lunges. Feet are hip width apart. Take yourself into a split stance. Just pop your back leg as far as you possibly can without losing your balance. Through here, gonna bend at the back knee, sitting down into a lunge. And we're gonna take the arms up nice and tall. But if you're struggling with balance here, bring your chair. Have your chair beside you. You can have your hand hovering. You can lean down through your chair. Otherwise, stretch up nice and tall. And you're breathing. Leading the way. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower. And last one on this side. Step 2. Arms by your side. Send the back leg, opposite leg back. Get steady in your stance position first. Hold on to your chair if you need. Otherwise, stretch up tall. Really get the squeeze back of the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, down we go. Good. Bringing a lot of conscious thought to the breath in this session today. Last 2. Last one. Feeling the legs burn. Beautiful. Spinal roll down next. Up nice and tall. Inhale. On your exhale, crown of the head tilts forward, soften down through the knees. Hands are starting to run down your legs. Dropping your spine down one beat at a time until you feel that maximal stretch down the back body. Wherever it is that you are. You could be at your shins, your ankles, your feet could be flat on the floor. You're just pushing to the point where you feel like you can't go any further. And of course, breathing deep. I want you to take your left hand onto your left ankle for me. Bend that knee. Keep the right leg straight. And I want you to turn your body to look over your right shoulder. Send the right arm out behind you, as if you're reaching back for a seatbelt in your car. Gonna feel a great big stretch down the backs of your legs here. It can be hard to balance here. Keep yourself grounded. Twist right the way around. Look over that shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hand down. 2 hands are resting back on the ankles again. And this time we're going to reach back with the left hand. Right the way back, reaching back for that seatbelt. Twist the body around. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing the hand down. Hands are back down on the ankles again. Make that extra reach for the floor. Inhale. On your exhale, ground down through the feet. Pick your hands up. Let's gently start stacking ourselves up. Slowly and controlled. The pelvis starts to round forward. The lower back stacks next. Mid back the shoulders, and then the very last thing to come up and grow tall is the head. Off we go again. Inhale. Exhale, crown of the head tilts forward, the breastbone sinking back, tummy is tucked up, pulled up and away from the floor, knees are soft. We gently start lowering the spine down, one beat at a time, until we're down into that maximal stretch. Take a grab of the legs wherever it is that you are, and try to pull your forehead closer towards your legs. Inhale and feel the stretch here. Exhale, take a grab of the left ankle with your left hand and reach back for your seatbelt with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand back. 2 hands are on the ankles now. Inhale. And on this exhale, reach back with the left hand. Lovely stretch for the thoracic spine here. Inhale when you're back there. Get that maximal twist. Exhale. Bring the hand down. Try to get closer towards your legs. Take a grab of where you are. Knees are nice and straight. Taking the forehead towards the legs. Inhale. Exhale, you know what to do. Ground down through the feet. Let's start gently picking ourselves back up again. One beat at a time. The tummy's tucked up and away. Lower back's now starting to stack up. Second last thing to come is the shoulders and the neck. Last of all, really, really nice. Let's come on to our mat. I'm going to do a couple of our spinal roll-ups and roll downs, but we'll start off with a little mobility sequence first. So, like I say, if you find it absolutely unbearable to be down here, the best thing to do is to grab a couple of pillows and prop yourself up, you know, on a height so that you can still sit, but it'll decrease the angle for your hips. So we can all practice, and then in time you'll be able to take the cushion away. So give that a go. If you really can't stand being right the way down, get as many cushions as it takes. If it's 5 cushions, go for it. Okay, you'll either be up in a knee bent position, if this is far too unbearable. If you do want to test yourself with that flexibility, straighten your knees out for me. Knees straight and toes pointed, shoulders are stacked up on top of the hips. We're going to bring the arms just across the body like so, fingers are interlaced. We inhale. On our exhale, we're going to twist the upper body upon the pelvis to rotate round and look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Takes you back center, thoracic rotation, so don't feel that great. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's rotate to the right. Leading with the elbows. Inhale. Exhale to come back center, send your arms out long. Inhale. Exhale, returning to the left. Inhale when you're there. Exhale, back center. Inhale, and on your exhale, turn. Keeping the legs steady. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come up behind the head. Bend your knees up. Feet are making contact with the floor. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. This is for your upper back. Keeping the legs where they are. Just go till you feel yourself about to tip over. Feeling the stretch in your lower back right now. Inhale. Exhale. Back center. Inhale, grow tall here. Exhale. Coming down to the right. Again, don't let yourself tip over. Your feet are keeping you grounded. Inhale. Exhale. Back center. One more each side. Keep the shoulders dragged down and not up towards your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Side bending to the left. You're going to feel the stretch of the right hand side of your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Center and grow tall. Inhale. Exhale. Side bend. Beautiful. Really nice stretching sequence here. It's all about the breathing. Inhale. Fill up the back and the sides of your lungs. Back center. Saw stretch next. Spread your legs out again so they're at that kind of 5 to 1 or 10 to 2, depending on how flexible you are. You can put them out as wide as you want if you really, really want to test your flexibility today. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands are just resting in front of you. Inhale here. And on your exhale, we're going to come down towards the right leg. just to where feels comfortable. Now, stretching doesn't always feel comfortable, but I promise you, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're only going to do yourself good. Awakening the body here, whilst we're all maybe not being as active as what we once were. You know, I don't think we all realise how much structure, up tall, reach up with the hands, how much structure our day-to-day lives bring us. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's go down towards the left leg. And when you get there, like I say, be it that you're at the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, the toes, it doesn't matter. You just take a grab of it and you're trying to edge your forehead down towards the leg, pulling the tummy up and away from the floor. Breathing deep when you're down there. Do not hold your breath. Breath, breath, breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. That passive relaxing. Inhale here. Take yourself up tall. One more each side. Stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Down we go. And I am purposely making you hold these for a good length of time, because the amount of us that stretch, right, and hold the stretches for 5-10 seconds, it's not enough time to cause physiological changes, which is boring. It's boring to just be down here, which is why I'm boring you with my great chat. But you do have to be down here for a good 30 seconds, so you'll need to find some way to entertain yourself while you're holding these poses. But I promise you, the changes that you'll start to notice in your body is just phenomenal. Inhale to go tall. Exhale, last time, down towards the left leg. And you'll be finding every time you're doing this, pulling the head closer towards the leg, you're going to find it getting easier and easier. You're able to do things that you thought you could never do. Being able to get down onto the floor, touching your toes. Maybe you'll do the splits one day. I don't know. Really nice. Inhale. Your exhale. Taking you back center. Okay, making sure that your mat's out long behind you. We're still in that sitting tall position. Shoulders stacked up on top of the hips. Sorry, I don't want to bash my old head against that chair behind me. Knees are straight and toes are pointed. And the head's well supported by a nice stacked up shoulder girdle here. Knees straight and toe pointed. Or you can have your knees bent up if this is too difficult. What we're going to come in is for next is our spinal roll downs, alright? So we're treating the spine like the string of beads. We're walking the spine down one bit at a time to come down into a lion position here. So either from here or knees straight. Arms are out in front. First, we're going to make ourselves like a nice C shape. So I want you to reach forward. Hands are staying at the level of your shoulders. Reaching forward like a C. Just as far as you can come down. Really pulling the tummy away here. Feeling the stretch in the back and the chest. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's start lowering ourselves down. One beat at a time. That control of the legs. And if you lose it, if you fall back quickly and uncontrolled, that's okay. Lowering back, shoulders come down, head comes down, and your arms come right the way up over your head. Sorry, I'm maybe not quite long enough for this video. Your arms are right the way up over on top of you, and it's through here. You take a nice big breath in, bring awareness to your breathing. Breathing down into the mat. So you really have to push your upper tummy muscles here to push the backs of your ribs onto the mat so that you can feel the effect of that posterior backwards breathing. Inhale here. And on your exhale, let your hands lead until your hands hover up over your shoulders again. Tuck your chin into your chest, pick your chin up, knees straight, toes pointed, and gently stack yourself back up again. And whenever you're ready, you shoot right through into that C position. Tucking the tummy in. Inhale here. And your exhale. Starting to walk the spine down like a string of beads. Back we go, nice and controlled, lower and down. One bit at a time, trying to keep those legs under control as you come down. Shoulders touch down, head lowers back, and the arms come and rest right the way behind you. Focus on your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, really push the backs of those ribs down into your mat. I want you to breathe into the mat. And exhale. And on this next inhale and exhale, we're going to come up again for our next roll up. Inhale. Exhale, the hands come first. So they leave the floor, they come and hover over the shoulders, and that's when we tuck chin into chest and we start gently folding ourselves up. Rolling up. Now you're in full sit-up position. And then we arch ourselves forward, reaching forward with the arms, making that beautiful domed C shape. Reaching as far as we can to get that maximal stretch down the back body. The arms are floated up the whole time. Really pull your chin up and pull your tummy up as you're bent forward to allow you to reach forward, spread fingertips wide, farther and farther forward. Inhale here. Exhale, back we go again. Keeping the arms where they are. All of our focus right now is on the lower back. The lower back is starting to lower down first. Then the mid back, the shoulders. The last thing to touch down is the head, and then the arms come right the way up overhead. And we rest and focus on our breathing. Inhale. Into the mat. Exhale. That tightness of the upper tummy muscles, keeping those ribs pressed down into the mat. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, off we go again. Hands come and float up just above the shoulder joints. Chin tucks into the chest, and we start curling ourselves up. Off we go. Keep those legs straight till you're up tall, and then gently ease forward into your C shape. Press forward. Keep the neck and the tummy tucked up and pulled away. Edge forward. Make yourself as long as possible. Spreading the fingers wide. Breathing deep. Really good. Bend your left leg up. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Your right leg's out straight. Take a grab of your left knee. Pull it in towards your chest. Keep that right leg out long. See, can you leave the right leg flat on the floor? And can you and the left leg harmoniously roll down together? Whoa! See, I have no control. Right, now you're lying right the way back on your back. Pulling that left leg towards you. Breathing deep. And again, all the focus is on the deep breath into the backs of the ribs. Keep the right leg straight. Back of the knee pressed into the mat if you can. Toes pulled up. Lace your hands around the back of your left thigh and straighten your left leg out for me. Good. Try to edge the leg towards you a little bit more. Pull your toes towards you and straighten them away. It's a great big stretch for the back of the hamstring. Pulling up and away. Really good. Keep that bottom leg down because it's also stretching the hip flexor on that side. Pull up the toe, straighten the toe away. And I feel this in the calf as well. Bend that knee, pull it towards your chest. Keeping the right leg straight. Can you and that left leg pull up together? It's tough going. If you can't, just get yourself up. Straighten that leg out long. Pull your right knee up towards your chest, sit up tall, give it a squeeze. As close towards you as what you can. Roll yourself forward, and yourself and the right knee are going to roll back onto the mat. Keep the left leg straight. Pull the right leg towards your chest. Inhale. Remember that inhale is going into the mat. Breathing laterally and posteriorly, keeping that upper abdominal muscle contraction. Thread your hands around the back of your right thigh and let's straighten out at the knee. Keep the left leg on the mat. Don't want to have it bent up like so. And let's start pointing and straightening the toes. Edge the leg towards you. Really, really, really nice stretch here. Keep the knees straight. Want both knees straight and locked out. Really, really good. Breathing deep. And where are you breathing? Into the mat. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Pull the knee towards your chest. And sit yourself up with it. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, For this next one, I'm going to bring the chair into sight. Like I say, this is all stretching today. Can you all see my little chair? Good stuff. And I'm just having my mat rolled up in front of it like so. Now, let me recall. So for this first one, you're not going to need your cushion on because you're going to be sliding about the place a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of lift my cushion up like so. So we've been doing a lot of our bridging series. We're going to make the bridge a little bit harder in a way, in an essence, but this is going to be slow and controlled. Basically going to be using the chair to bridge. Now, if you cannot get your legs up here, you cannot master this, just do our normal bridge where we're lying on our back and lifting the bum up and down. Alright, but get yourself in nice and close and get your feet up onto your chair for me. But like I say, make sure it's not slippy. And make sure it's a good sturdy chair that it's not going to knock about and move about on you as well. I can't risk assess your homes, unfortunately. Alright, and from here, so it's just going to be your heels on the chair at the minute, but when we push our way up, you'll be able to get your feet flat on it, alright? So it's just a normal bridge. We inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to push down through the heels until we're up in a nice tall bridge. See how I feel it's quite different when we're up here. When we're here, we're going to inhale. Our inhale is going to lift our arms up overhead. Inhale there. Exhale. Brings the arms back down. Inhale again. And our exhale. It's gently going to take us down out of our bridge. Few of these. Alright, off we go. Inhale. Exhale, push down through the heels. And up we come into a nice tall bridge. Like I say, when you're up here, you should be able to get your feet mostly on your chair. Make sure your chair's not sliding away from you. You really have to pull the chair towards you with your heels. And that's why you're going to feel this more in your hamstrings. Inhale. Lift the arms up overhead. Inhale. And your exhale. Lowering your hands back down. Inhale there. And your exhale. Lowering you back down. A few more to go. If adding arms in is too much, just do your bridges up and down, alright? Do what works for you. Inhale. Exhale. Bridge. Up we go. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale to place them on the ground beneath you. Inhale to bring them back. Exhale to lower them down. Keep your bridge strong. Inhale. And exhale. Lower and back down. Guys, this is brilliant. You definitely feel this more in the hamstrings as opposed to the glutes, which is good. Trying to hit as many muscle groups for you as we can. Inhale. Exhale. Up we go. Tall bridge. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, they're going to fall all the way up behind you. They're resting on the floor. Inhale, lift them off. Exhale, float them all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, lower and back down. Really, really, really good. Last two, doing brilliant. Inhale. Exhale to push tall. Inhale when you're up here. The arms come up. Exhale, they touch the mat. Inhale, they lift away. Exhale, they're back down again. Inhale. And exhale, lower and back down. Wow, really feeling this in the hamstrings, guys. This is brilliant. Last one, inhale. Exhale, up we go. It's amazing what you can do at home just with, with a chair. The littlest bit of equipment. Arms are up overhead. Arms come down by the side. Inhale. And your exhale. Lowering you back down. Oh, brilliant. Pull your knees off of the chair and take them towards your chest. Take a grab of yourself. With your right hand, take both your knees together. Ankles are squeezed together. Your right hand is on the outside of your left leg. Keep your shoulder blades planted and lower your legs off to the right hand side. And you're looking over your left shoulder. Inhale. Your exhale, roll the legs back center. Take your left hand outside of your right knee. Pull the legs off to the left hand side. Oh, that's lovely. Here my mat, that is not me. Your two shoulders are planted down and now you're looking over your right shoulder, feeling the stretch all the way up your right side of your glutes. Inhale. And exhale. You might absolutely despise me for this next one. You'll just have to see what you can manage again. Only do this if you can manage, because I don't quite know who's watching at home. So yeah, don't do anything that's super sore. Sit tall for me. We're going to stretch off those hamstrings again. Pop your hands onto your thighs. Gently start walking your fingers down your back body. Take a grab of where you are. Pull your head towards your legs. Maximal stretch down the back body. Getting those hamstrings stretched off after we put them through a lot of work just there now. Inhale when you're down here. And exhale. We're just going to be here for a while. Like I say, today's all about stretch and release, so we're holding these stretches that wee bit longer. It's your opportunity to test your flexibility levels, to push them along. That's what today is all about. Because we're doing these videos quite a lot. There are 3 per week, so you know we have time. We have time to do these stretches. It's very important. Pull the head down towards the knees. The knees are out straight. Breathe deep in through the nose, filling up the back of those ribs and the sides. Oh, that's lovely. Last 5 seconds. Holding your stretch, edging towards, further and further towards those legs. And release off. To sit up nice and tall. Okay, for this one, you are actually going to despise me. Just sit in close to your chair. Now, if this is too high, whatever your chair is, maybe just get 2 pillows from your bed or something a little bit lower. Might make this a little bit easier, but you know what's going to happen next. We're lying on our side, right? Propped up in your elbow like so. This leg comes up on top of the chair. Now, I want your foot right to the back. I don't want your foot here. I want your foot, so it's protecting the knee, basically, right to the back of the chair, so that the whole of your lower leg, the side of your calf, the side of your shin muscle is rested for support on the chair. Now your bottom leg's going to go underneath the chair, or it can be bent up like so if this is going to be too much, alright? So the easier position is to have it bent. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, have it straight and floated up underneath. Have your elbow directly underneath your shoulder here, and we're going to go up into our side plank position. So like I say, if you're wanting it easy, keep the knee bent up there for support, and you'll just be pushing up and down like so. So you will have the use of both legs. And if you're wanting an increased amount of pressure, you're literally pushing down through the leg that's up on the chair, and your arm there too. And we're lifting up nice and tall. You inhale, your exhale lowers you back down. Off we go. Inhale. Exhale to grow tall, and lowering back down. Good. Or like I say, if you're here, you're just pushing up with the legs, a smaller movement, and you're not coming up as high. All right, a few more to go. Inhale, exhale to grow tall. Going to be feeling this working a lot on the shoulder as well, of course. Do a couple of bends of the knees if you like. Really feeling this. Inhale, exhale to lower down. A few more to go. Inhale, exhale, grow tall. It's going to be working the abductors if you're really truly lying flat on your side here. Inhale, exhale, inhale here, exhale to lower down. Last one on this side. Inhale, exhale, up nice and tall. Inhale, your exhale leading you back down. Really, really good. Gonna come in for our plank series, and then we'll do the other leg of that. So I was doing my left leg there now. My left leg was the leg up on the chair. So make sure you remember which leg that was that you just did. Come on to all fours for me. Gonna do some cat camel. Mobilize the spine. Inhale. Round your back through. Take your head down in between your shoulders. On your exhale, arch your back, push your bum away, look up towards the ceiling, set those shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale, rounding up into camel. You're looking like the letter N here. Really pull your tummy
up away from the mat, as if you have fire underneath you here and you're, whoa, really trying to push up and away from it. Inhale. Exhale. Arch, a maximal arch at the back here. Now you're wanting to look like a U, the letter U. Inhale. Exhale, round through to the letter N. Heads down in between your shoulders. Pulling the belly up and away from the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Arch. Look like the letter U. Look up towards the ceiling. Arch your back. Inhale. And exhale. Sit your bum back. Small inhale here. And your exhale, come back through into 4-point kneeling. Going to go in for our plank series here, nice and simple. It's just mobilizing the shoulders and mobilizing the hips and spine. Keep your back nice and flat. I want your hands up further than your shoulder joints, not directly underneath your shoulder joints, because we're going to be doing a wee flow here. If you're still not managing plank level 2, just keep going with your plank level 1. You'll know what to do, but just make sure you exercise throughout the time set, alright? Inhale. On your exhale, have your toes turned up, push down through your hands and feet, hover the knees just a few inches up off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, shoot through into full plank. Inhale. Exhale, back to plank level 1. Inhale. Exhale, shoot through. Inhale, exhale, back to level 1. Inhale. Exhale, level 2. Inhale. Exhale, level 1. A few more to go. We're just rocking back and forth. Inhale. Exhale, level 1. Level, oh my gosh, I'm getting mixed up. This is level 1. Through to level 2. A few more to go. Just doing a wee 30-second set. And take a break if you need. We're almost there. Inhale. Exhale. Back to level 1. The knees are floated up the whole time. You inhale. Exhale. Pulling the belly up away from the mat. Back to level 1. Bring the knees down. Squeeze the knees together. Send your bum back. Child's pose. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead down towards the mat. Push through the hands to ease your bum onto your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands wider apart. Bring the forehead right the way down. Pick your left hand up. Pop it over on top of the right hand so you're out nice and wide here. You're going to feel the stretch down the left side of your back. Inhale. Just be down here for a bit. Focus on your breathing. You'll really get the opportunity to feel the backwards breathing here. Can you feel yourself feeling your ribs, filling your ribs up on the back? As you inhale, exhale through the mouth. Bring your left hand out wide, back center, and then pick your right hand up and send it all the way across on top of the left hand. Sit right back onto your heels. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Just be down here. Focus on your breathing. What's the quality of the breath like? How deep is it? Where do you feel it going? Is it only going to your chest height? Are you sending the breath right the way down to the base of your ribs, which is more than halfway down your back? How fast is it? What's the ratio of the inhale compared to the exhale? You'll be like, oh my god, will she give over? Back into all fours. And we're going to thread the needle through here. Pick your left hand up. Inhale, and on your exhale, send it through and underneath the right hand. Rest it down onto the mat. And use the power of the left hand to twist yourself around to look over your right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Just be here for a while. Inhale. And exhale. Stretching off the neck, the shoulder blades, and the mid-back. Might feel it pinching in your left hip as well. Inhale. Exhale. Up nice and tall. Right hand now, inhale. Exhale, send it in and underneath. Make sure the whole of your arm, your forearm here, your right forearm is making contact with the mat. And it's the power of that arm sinking into the ground that's twisting you around to look over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on that breath. Fill your ribs up. They expand as you inhale in. Pause before exhaling. Have to bring conscious breath, conscious thought to the breath sometimes, because it's a passive movement. Come back up center for me. It's something we don't think about, isn't it? Okay, I'm maybe just going to face this way to do my other leg. You're going to be looking at the back of me. How awful is that? So we're going to be doing our sideline series now. I'm doing my right leg. Alright, so get yourselves all set up again. With the chair. Oh, we'll hit this chair. You'll be happy to sit in this chair later when you're having your dinner or your breakfast or whatever, would depend on what time of day you're doing it. So when you're doing this sideline stuff, make sure I have my cushion on here now, so it makes the whole thing a little bit more comfortable. I'll fix this up. Get yourselves fixed up. Make sure it's in a nice alignment here. You know, these exercises are all about control and precision, so be fussy about the way you set things up. Make sure you're in the nice alignment. Take time to think about it. This isn't about doing exercise as hard and as fast as you can. Pilates is all about precision, control, and thoughtfulness. Okay, set yourself nice up on your side. You know what to do if you're level 1. You'll just be pushing up onto the top leg and the bottom leg. If you're level 2, you're taking that bottom leg completely out of the picture. Set yourself up so that your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder and you're nicely in line. No bending at the hips or that. Whenever we're ready, off we go. Inhale. On your exhale, push down through the shoulder, lifting the body up. And you can lift your hand up too. If you're on level 2 like me, your lower leg's lifted up and away. Inhale. And your exhale, lower and back down. Make sure you have lots of your leg on that chair now. Inhale. Exhale, up we push. Side lift. Arms up tall. Pulling the side up and away from the mat. Inhale. On your exhale, lower and back down. If anybody has knee pain and this is hurting their knee, please stop. We're almost there. Inhale. Exhale. Up we push. Nice and tall. Feeling it going down through the left shoulder here. Inhale. Exhale. Lower back down. Last few. Inhale. Exhale to push up and through. Have a look down at your alignment. Are you nice and straight? Pulling up through the tummy. Inhale. Your exhale lowers you back down. You're going to be feeling this in the inside of the leg massively here. Inhale. Exhale to push up and through. Inhale when you're up there. Exhale to lower down. This is the last one. You're doing brilliant back there. Inhale. And your exhale. Make it your strongest one yet. Push up and through. Fix all postural cues. Shoulder blades squeeze back. Inhale. And your exhale. Lower and back down. Guys, that was absolutely brilliant. Sit yourself up onto your knees. This is my favourite stretch of all. Hip flexor stretch. Bring your right leg up in front of you. Send it out long. Inhale here. And on your exhale, we're lunging into that front leg. See how far back you can get that leg. 2 hands on the floor if you can. If not, propped up onto the knee. And let's see how far we can come forward. It's almost as if we're practicing the splits here. Leaning down through the hands. Inhale. On your exhale, pop your right hand up on to the right knee. Left hand comes up overhead and lunging forward. Breathing deep. Holding this for another 20 seconds or so. If you're wanting an extra bit of a stretch, curl that left heel up towards you. And quadricep stretch. Trying to ease the heel towards your bum. Focus on your breathing. You're not going to like being here. But this is when we bring conscious thought to the breath, so that we can allow ourselves to be here. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. From here, turn to face me. Straighten out the right leg. And we're going to lunge. Now you can come onto your chair here if you like. Have your chair up beside you. We're going to lunge right the way down, opening up the insides of the hips. Lowering down. That's good. You can prop yourself right the way up onto your heel here. And get down that little bit farther. Excellent. Coming down. Hands either side of this bent leg. And then pivot yourself round. Swap over knees for me. So now we're popping the left knee out in front again. Sending the right leg back as far as we can. Palms onto the mat if you can manage. And just lunge right the way forward with your head coming down onto your front knee. Inhale. On your exhale, pop your left hand on to the thigh, right hand comes up overhead. Hold here for a hip flexor stretch, or if you're wanting that deeper quadricep stretch, get the back leg bent up, take a grab of your right heel, and again, pulling towards you for an extra quadricep stretch. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and out through the mouth. Conscious breathing. Good. Lower that back down and come on to your stretch again for your hips. Just opening up the hips side to side from a side angle. There's nothing really major to this one. Lunging off to the side. Back center. And you can turn. Just go from one hip to the other really. Off to the right hip. The left hip, opening the hips up if you can manage. Okay, from here, you have your leg out long. I'm going to turn into face you here like this. We're going to try to take ourselves to standing like so with the legs out wide. And your palms are down on the floor, stretching off the insides of the legs, breathing deep. Relax your shoulders off here. You can bend your knees slightly if you want to get into it deeper. Straighten the knees out to feel that little bit more of an adductor and hamstring stretch. Bring the head down towards the mat. And let your shoulders go heavy. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands out. Bring your feet together. Come down onto your knees and let's lower down into a bit of a cobra stretch. Hands are out by your side, bent at 90 degrees. Forehead comes to the ground. We inhale. And on your exhale, push down through the hands. Straighten your elbows out. Lift yourself up into cobra. And lower back down. Inhale here. And your exhale. Pushing you up into cobra, looking up tall. You inhale when you're there. Your exhale, taking you back down. Inhale, exhale to lift tall. Last one, inhale down here, and your exhale, lifting you up, and sit yourself back through to child's pose. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bum comes onto the heels. Drag your hands back towards your knees, sit up into all fours. Come up onto your feet for me. Inhale. On your exhale, straighten out at the legs. Drag your hands towards you. And let's start to stack ourselves up. One beat at a time. Nice and slow. Our spine will roll up until you're up and standing again. Going to do a couple of stretches for your arms next. So take a grab of that scarf or whatever it was that you used earlier on. Put it down your back like so. And take a grab of it. So at the minute I've got my, let me see, I'll face you guys. Holding it in my left hand. My right hand is having a grab of it from up behind the back. And I'm going to use the power of this upper arm to ease my arm up behind my back. Tile stretch. Trying to pull it up as high as you can. Keeping grounded through the feet, through the pelvis. Inhale. And your exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower back down. Swap hands. And now the opposite hand comes up, takes a grab of it from the back, and it's the power of that top arm that starts to ease the hand up behind the back. That little bit of tension from the upper arm, guiding the hand behind the back upwards. Breathing deep, inhale. And your exhale. Inhale. And exhale. It's a really nice one for the shoulders. And you can do those a couple of times on each side. Chest stretch last of all. I like to come up to a door frame, or you can come to a window ledge of that as well, so that you can fix your arm on to the side of a door. So say I was on a ledge here. You come on 90 degrees at the shoulder, 90 degrees at the elbow. You hold on to the door. Actually, you know what? I'll just open this. You hold on to the door frame, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. You rotate away from the door and you lunge forward. So you're feeling that maximal stretch into the front of the body, into the chest, the old pecs. Breathing deep. Swap over arms. I'm going to get this one. Take a step forward and lunge. Feel a beautiful stretch into the pecs here. Breathing deep. And last of all for the pecs, take your hands, interlace behind your body. Lift your hands up and away. Open up the front of the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Opening up the chest muscles. Inhale. And your exhale. Lifting the arms away. Inhale. And exhale to lower back down. Going to finish off with a few deep breaths in corkscrew. Inhale to lift your arms. Exhale. Down behind your head. Inhale to lift your shoulders up. Exhale. Draw your shoulders down. Inhale. Grow tall up into the tippy toes. Reach with the fingers. Exhale. Down by the side again. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale. Hands behind the head. Inhale. Shrug shoulders. Exhale. Drop shoulders down. Inhale. Grow tall. Exhale. Arms by the side. Last time. Inhale. Your exhale to draw those shoulders down. Inhale. Draw the shoulders high. Exhale. Draw them down again. Inhale. Spread fingertips. Reach for the sky. And exhale. Lower down. Well done, guys. Bit of a different session today. More stretching, flexibility and breathing. Stay tuned. 3 per week. Keep engaging. You guys are doing amazing. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.